Welcome, family, to the night show of Read, Remember, Repeat. We got this double dose, of learning, of education. Get you a pen, start writing some things down, man. Start jotting your own thoughts down when you hear this stuff. We about to come up with the Read, Remember, Repeat workbook. So if you are watching, subscribe, get with us. Check out our interview that we did yesterday with Trinity Jackson, and it was dope, man. She's 21. She's breaking way to success, man. And yeah, man, it was some gems that was dropped in there. But we are on the Conscious Creator, right? 7 Steps to Self-Mastery by Anna Kevin Reyes. I know this lady personally, and I admire the things that she does, because you need people around you that you admire, blessed to have purchased this book and just got this knowledge, the words and everything is really nourishing to the soul and the body. But without further ado, let's go. Read, remember, repeat. The moments when you focus your thoughts are moments when your mind no longer feels like it is on autopilot. Instead, in these moments, you are picking and choosing which thoughts are better than the others. You're taking over control, determining which thoughts are worth your time and which aren't. This is powerful. This means something gives your mind the ability to work outside the normal realm. Once you have control over your thoughts, you're gaining control over your life. This is valuable and should be respected as such. Each thought you entertain creates an emotion, and in turn, that emotion creates a feeling. It is based on this feeling that you will attract people who will impact your life, either positively or negatively. To see this in action, try this small exercise. Find somewhere away from stimuli. Sit down and close your eyes. Allow yourself to think of something you would categorize as negative. Now analyze how that has made you feel, good, bad. Try that again, but now with something positive. Again, consider how you feel. Assuming the exercise works like it is supposed to, your negative thoughts would have invoked negative feelings, and your positive thoughts, positive feelings. A simple idea, but a powerful ability. Which one would you rather experience on a regular basis? Learn to use the power of visualization with your thoughts. Create a mental picture of the life you desire. And each day, as many times as you can, take a mental picture of the things you want to see more of in your physical life. Your thoughts are the building blocks to your physical life, so choose wisely. In other words, the more you visualize something, the easier it will be to obtain. Take the time to simply study the quality of your thoughts. Train yourself by being disciplined to take time to develop a healthy, positive thought pattern. Dedicate time to mentally create the physical person you want to become. You can become absolutely anything you want to be by learning to use your thoughts as the brush to paint on the canvas of your life. You are a master creator. You can become whatever masterpiece you choose to be. If you use your mind to construct that mental picture, we all possess this power, the power of creative thought. Think yourself successful. Think yourself happy. Think yourself thin. You hear it all the time because it's real and applicable to your life. When you focus on the things you do not want, you create more of it. So focus on the things that you do want, and the universe will find a way to bring those things to you. Thoughts shape us as people. Thinking positively creates a positive energy around us, and thoughts define who we are in a different way. Have you ever thought something that shocked you? Ever envisioned something you didn't plan to? Or something that doesn't seem like you at all? Such things are not uncommon. While there are many mental illnesses that present themselves in such a manner, such as OCD and schizophrenia, there are also simpler explanations. Sometimes what we see, hear, and read impacts us in ways we don't expect. Maybe you watched a political talk show or read a book that challenged your opinions. These ideas will have embedded themselves deep in your mind somewhere, and they're bound to come back up once in a while. So if you find yourself having thoughts that you do not think are your own, be assured that it is more likely the direct result of some form of information you have listened to. You don't have to believe something to think it. Wow, this is deep. Furthermore, what we think does not define who we are. Who we are is a direct function of what we actually do. So while thinking positively will have a positive impact on your life, make sure you are also acting in a way that pushes you towards your goals. Your mental exercises should give you the motivation to achieve this. So think better and you can be better. Wow. I like this book. Man, I like this book so far. This is just me. I love when I get that like jolt of energy from reading something. Um, Chapter 2, Faith. We will be right back to jump in chapter 2. Let's go.
Work. So let's get into this before I start work. So something has been on my mind based on things that I'm processing lately, right? And I was listening to Anthony Hamilton's song, like "Best of Me." I don't know if you guys know that song, but it's a beautiful song. And what I became aware of yesterday was like when you're building relationship with people, the best that you can be for yourself and that person is aware of your traumas, aware of your shortcomings, aware of your hurt, aware of when you dropped the ball. Because after you bring that awareness and you connect with that, now you're able to move forward to create a solution. But we want to feel bad about the awareness that we get when it comes to our not our so highest self, right? Believe we should look at it more. We should look at it as you should be thankful for the fact that that interaction, even though it wasn't a positive one, even though it was painful as shit, is that interaction that has brought you the awareness so that now you can move forward and work on yourself and becoming your highest, most developed, beautiful self that you can be. But you have to work through all this shit. So with that note, the best you can be for someone and yourself is aware of the nonsense. They nonsense, your nonsense. So now you guys can work together and each individual can work on themselves to improve the self and then to improve the connectivity. Have a good day.
And we are back to step 2, chapter 2, faith, right? Faith, I love faith, right? Faith is everything. So now faith is the substance of things not seen. That's in the Bible. Great words. Let's jump right into it. Faith. Your faith will move mountains you never thought could move. Faith is described as believing in that which is not yet physical. Once I understand the importance of that sentiment, my life changed. Having faith is simply believing and knowing that all you are asking for is going to make its way to you. When the conditions are adequate, you will receive that which you desire. For us to exercise faith, we must first have an extreme level of patience. Just because you want something right now does not mean you can handle the responsibility it comes with. Have enough belief in yourself that you deserve what you have asked for. Having faith is part of our spiritual development. Understand that you are a vessel, and all the things you desire will come through you. Know that the universe has your best interests at heart, that it is working to bring you people, to take you to places that will offer you the opportunities you need to succeed. Know that you are protected by a higher source. Many of us call the source God, some Buddha, some Allah. What is universal in all religion is that there is the universe, or whatever it is you call it. Know that it works with you, for you, so that you can receive. Your only job is to believe with a light heart. Try your hardest to not become angry or discouraged. If things don't happen quick enough, stay positive and always use your mind to create. Use your faith to believe in that which you create with your mind, and the universe will make sure you get it. I have a personal story on faith I want to share with you. I was at my direct sales job, extremely frustrated because I couldn't find a way to make a sale that day. Behold, one of my coworkers sat next to me and told me, "You know what you have to do?" I said, "What?" And his response, "Increase your faith." When he said this, I just knew it was the universe talking. From that moment on, I did just that. And by the end of the day, I did well. Every day after that, I believed I was going to reach my goal. And guess what? I surpassed it because I decided to believe. It is also worth knowing that faith does not always pertain to religion. You can work on faith without it necessarily relating to a higher being. Just having faith in your own capabilities can extremely change your results. Faith can have completely different parameters depending on the person. Faith can be believing that things will get better, or trusting that you'll get happier, or knowing with certainty that you can achieve something, even if everything is suggesting the opposite. You would be hard pressed to find a successful person who did not have faith, be it in their religious theory or themselves. Faith drives people. It offers an alternative to an otherwise bleak and stress-filled life. So take some time to consider where your faith lies. Think about how believing a certain way will impact your life. Find what kind of faith works for you and go with it. Beast mode. We are on chapter 3, gratitude. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. Willie Nelson. When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. That's gratitude. What I have been observing as the world turns, as time goes by, is how we seem to have become less and less satisfied. We have become restless about the present and anxious about the future. When I started to appreciate where I was, what I had, and who I was, I began to be a happier person. Being thankful for the things you have and the people who are in your life is extremely important for the growth of the positive psychology of your mind. Learn to recognize how blessed you are. Understanding the power of where you are helps you to remember how fortunate you are. I always think of the law of relativity. Compare your situation to someone else's and you can be sure to find conditions that are much worse than those you are currently experiencing. The feeling of gratitude goes beyond being thankful. This feeling brings about a deep satisfaction with the current state of your life. While you strive to become the best you can possibly be. Gratitude is simply being happy for being alive. By being grateful, you put out a vibration of goodness to the universe, which in turn is returned. In other words, being positive about your situation attracts more positivity into your life. Acknowledge that you are alive today. Say thank you for the fact that you have health. Be happy that everything has happened in your life as it has, or else you would not be the wonderful person you are. Even the negative parts of your life influence you and makes part of what has molded you into what you have become. The biggest honor of all is the fact that you are an extension of the high divine energy we call God. By being thankful, you are creating a funnel of good energy. When you create good energy, your desires flow towards you with ease. I personally used to be very ungrateful. I used to feel crappy all the time, thinking my life should be better. I used to regret everything I did. I never thought anything around me was good enough. As you can imagine, this way of thinking did not help me to be positive. It became a cycle. Thinking negatively made everything darker, which discouraged me from searching for something more. When I learned to focus on what was good in my life, things changed for the better. I focused on the facts. I had great health, a roof over my head, good food to eat, and that the people in my life, while not perfect, were full of love. I started to feel better instantaneously, and I noticed the quality of my mental health started to improve. I was thinking happier and had more constructive thoughts. Simply by appreciating who I was at the moment and having faith, that's what I envisioned was on its way to me. Showing gratitude to others can also have a more positive impact on yourself. When you stop taking things for granted, you're able to see more clearly the way your family and friends impact your lives. When just saying thank you, you're creating a positive connection. Saying thank you reminds you that someone has just taken time out of their lives to enrich yours. Gratitude should be spread across your entire life. You are not entitled to anything. You do not deserve anything more than the next person. Remember that, and you will learn to be grateful for everything, and therefore lead a happier, fuller life. Family, we are on chapter 4, step 4, 7 steps to self-mastery. So this is step 4, emotional intelligence. And y'all already know what this show is, man. Read, remember, repeat. We're going to get back to y'all tomorrow with some more of this book. Man, I'm telling you, tap in, family. Shout outs to Anna. Let's go.